The art of English through movie dialogue. All right, buckle up, language learners. Forget those dusty vocabulary lists that make your brain feel like it's stuck in a 90s dial modem. What if I told you that you could master English while munching popcorn and quoting The Big Lebowski? Yup, we're diving into the wild, wonderful world of learning English through movie dialogue. It's fun, it's effective, and it's way cooler than memorizing apple and bicycle for the 47th time. Let's roll into this cinematic language adventure, like Indiana Jones chasing the Holy Grail. Why movies are the best English teachers. Picture this: a smoky bar, a dramatic pause, and Robert De Niro growling, "You talkin' to me." That iconic line from Taxi Driver isn't just Oscar-worthy. It's a masterclass in tone, attitude, and American swagger. Movies aren't just entertainment. They're a linguistic goldmine waiting to be excavated. Unlike your high school textbook snooze, fest dialogues, where is the library? Movie lines are alive, dripping with emotion and context. They teach you how real people talk fast, slangy, and occasionally with a side of sass. Plus, you get to watch Jurassic Park and can call it studying. Tell me that's not a win. Win. Let's break it down with a scene from The Princess Bride. Because who doesn't love a sword fight and true love? When Inigo Montoya says, "You killed my father, prepare to die," it's not just epic. It's a lesson in rhythm and emphasis. Notice how he stresses prepare to show his determination. That's pronunciation gold. Try repeating it in front of a mirror. Channel your inner Spaniard and feel the words. This is what makes movie dialogue so powerful. It sticks in your brain like gum on a shoe. Unlike rote memorization, you're learning through context, emotion, and a dash of Hollywood magic. Movies also beat traditional methods because they're relevant. Textbooks teach you to say, "I would like a cup of tea, please." Boring. In Pulp Fiction, Samuel L. Jackson orders a tasty beverage with so much cool it could freeze lava. That's the kind of English you want in your arsenal. Vibrant, memorable, and ready for real world conversations. Plus, you're not just learning words. You're soaking up the rhythm of native speech, from rapid-fire banter to heartfelt confessions. It's like having Meryl Streep as your personal language coach, minus the Oscar acceptance speech. Decoding cultural nuances. Movies don't just teach you words, they open a window into the soul of a culture. Take Clueless, the 90s classic where Cher Horowitz tosses out gems like, "as if." That phrase isn't just a sassy comeback. It's a cultural artifact of California teen slang. Without movies, you might think, as if is just a grammar structure. With Clueless, you learn it's a whole vibe. Skepticism, with a side of Valley Girl attitude. Understanding these nuances is like getting a cheat code for navigating real-life conversations. Let's analyze a scene from The Godfather to see this in action. When Don Corleone murmurs, "I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse," it's not just about business. It's about power, respect, and unspoken threats. Notice his slow, deliberate tone and the way he leans in. That's body language screaming authority louder than a megaphone. In real life, picking up on these cues can't help you read the room. Whether you're negotiating a deal or just trying to survive a family dinner. Movies show you how Americans use gestures, eye contact, and even silence to say what words don't. Slang and idioms are another treasure trove. In Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds' character calls himself a "shimmy." That's not in your dictionary, but it's a hilarious way to say he's unique and maybe a little spicy. By watching movies, you learn to decode these quirky expressions and use them to sound less like a robot and more like a native. Next time someone asks how you're doing, skip, "I am fine," and try, "I'm feeling like a chimney freaking chonga." Watch their face light up. These cultural insights aren't just fun. They're practical. Understanding the sarcasm in Iron Man or the Southern drawl in Forrest Gump preps you for real-world scenarios. You'll know when to laugh at a joke, when to nod seriously, or when to back away slowly, because someone's quoting The Shining. Movies give you the tools to navigate social situations with confidence. Whether you're chatting at a coffee shop or dodging a "here's Johnny" moment, taking your learning to the next level. Ready to turn your Netflix binge into a language learning powerhouse? Here's the game plan. First, pick movies you love. Passion makes learning feel like play. Rom-com fan? Start with When Harry Met Sally. Action junkie? Die Hard has your name on it. Next, grab the subtitles. English ones, not your native language. This lets you see and hear the words at the same time, like a linguistic double espresso. Pause after a great line, repeat it, and mimic the actor's tone. You'll sound less like a textbook and more like Bruce Willis yelling, "Yippee-ki!" Want to go pro? Get your hands on a movie script. Sites like imsdb.com have tons of them for free. Scripts let you study dialogue like a detective, spotting patterns and phrases you can steal for your own conversations. Online platforms like Fluent2 or LingQ also pair movie clips with interactive subtitles, turning the Avengers into a full on-language bootcamp. And don't just watch, talk. Join language exchange apps like Tandem or HelloTalk to discuss your favorite films with native speakers. Nick says, "I'm fluent." Like debating whether Titanic could have fit 2 people on that door. Make it a habit. Watch 1 movie a week with subtitles. Jot down 5 new phrases and practice them in real life. Maybe you'll toss out, "I'll be back from the Terminator" when leaving a Zoom call, or channel Mean Girls and tell your friend, "You can't sit with us." Just kidding, be nice. The key is to stay active. Listen, repeat, and play with the language. Like it's a new toy. Before you know it, you'll be slinging slang like a native and charming everyone with your movie star vibe. The end. Your journey to fluent English. So, there you have it. The ultimate hack to mastering English without losing your soul to flashcards. Movies aren't just a fun escape. They're a turbo charged way to boost your vocabulary, nail pronunciation, and decode cultural quirks. You'll go from sounding like a robot reading a script to chatting like you grew up next door to Tony Stark. And the best part, you're learning while laughing, crying, or cheering for your favorite characters. Here's your call to action. Grab a movie, turn on the subtitles, and start learning with a smile. Whether it's Star Wars or The Shawshank Redemption, every line is a step closer to fluency. So, channel your inner Jedi. Tell those boring textbooks, "I am no man," and dive into the cinematic language revolution. Your journey to fluent English starts now. And trust me, it's going to be more epic than a Lord of the Rings marathon. Now, go make Hollywood proud.